Hello everybody and welcome back to a very special video. Now, while I am working on my Lego New York in my basement, something really amazing happened. As some of you may know, I am also a Lego designer, so I design the buildings in my Lego city myself, but I also do freelance work from time to time, and I had this incredible assignment to design the new JP Morgan Chase Tower in New York. There is a 6-foot tall version of it in the actual building, but there is also a set that you can buy on that location. However, unfortunately, as a designer, I rarely get to see, let alone build my own designs. So I don't have the boxes of all these custom designs. However, on Facebook, I was contacted by a person called Diego Bravo, and he thought that it was such a shame that I, as a designer, was not able to build my own design, that I received this package from him, and he gifted me the set, and I'm still kind of speechless. It's an amazing gift. He sent it all the way to Sweden, and it arrived today, and just look at it. This is, I think, the first time that I actually get to see a design that I made myself with the box included and the instructions, etc. It's still closed. I'm going to build it and review it for you guys so you have an idea of what this set is like and how large it is. So let's open it up and I'll show you guys the design. And this is what it looks like unpacked. So as you can see, there is a lot of zipped bags and some sealed bags. I'm not entirely sure why there's a difference, but it looks very neat. They might be numbered, but I think it's just to sort the bricks, and then we'll have to just make a pile of everything, sort it by color, and then go to work. And then there's the booklet, of course, which looks awesome from the outside and from the inside. So we'll just have a look. It has some facts and figures about the building, great imagery, some nice skyline pictures over here. And then eventually we get to the actual build. So this is really cool because I actually made these instructions digitally. So seeing them in print is really cool. And in the back, let's see what we have here. There is some detailing and some nice pictures of how to instruct this. I'm actually quite curious because in the digital instructions, I was allowed to use some parts that don't exist, like these gold tubes, and they are over here. So I'm guessing I have to cut those and then put them on, which is an interesting technique, sort of illegal, but very possible. And then there is this little bag from a company called Build-A-Mock. I work with them a lot as a designer. They hire designers, but they are the ones who actually try to get all the bricks, put them into bags, make a box, make a booklet, and stuff like this. And here are two printed pieces, which is very hard to see, but there is the JP Morgan Chase logo. And let's see what's over here. Here we have it. Another one, a printed brick with JP Morgan Chase. So very cool that there's printed bricks involved too. This is what the contents of the box look like. And now it's time to actually build it and talk about the actual set. And here we are with the actually finalized design, the entire build. It is actually pretty large, but not as large as you would expect considering the number of pieces. You can imagine there being a whole lot of 1x2 plates in this structure moving outward. The build as a whole is actually sectioned. So you basically build the lobby section, then you build this section, and you build this section. You just stack them on top of each other. Where the first one, as you can imagine, is a little bit tiresome to build because you're doing the same thing 3-4 times. And yeah, that kind of gets repetitive. However, because it gets slimmer with each and every step, that actually becomes less of a problem. And it kind of makes you enjoy the build more in a way. This was not intentional, it's just how it turned out. It was the only way to make this build look the way it does. Surprisingly, it is actually pretty sturdy. I can like pick it up just like basically on any piece here and just lift it. You will move these though. But overall, I'm very happy with how this turned out. The printed tile really finishes the whole thing off, especially in this font, which is great. And I like how the detailing on the street is. There's another printed part. It's a bit hard to read, but you can see maybe that there's also like JP Morgan Chase on there. And the street has some like sidewalks with trees. There is like a cross section, some cars, street lights. I think you could say like these are cabs maybe. So overall, just like a busy street design. The only thing during the build that I was a little bit disappointed with is these golden tube thingies. So the booklet has a one-on-one size guide on how to cut them, and that seems to work for the upper 3 sections. For the lower 2, however, the tubes are not touching each other enough, or you would have to like do it like this a little bit more. But yeah, if you get your hands on this very rare set, I would recommend just like taking a tape measure and calculating yourself how much you need and cut them off, because there's enough tubing to make that happen. And as you can see here, it's sort of the same problem, but it's a minor detail. It's something I probably should have thought of before doing it and just measuring it up to be sure. But yeah, still very, very happy with the design. If you're interested in this set, you could buy it at the actual building, so 270 Park Avenue in New York. I'm not sure if there's still stock left though. They pop up on eBay and other places from time to time. But if you are a Lego architecture fan, this is absolutely a must-have, I think. It would look great next to the Empire State Building and the Statue of Liberty as a New York architecture collection. So that's my review for the set that I designed. I hope you guys liked it and enjoyed it, and I will see you all next time.